Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to my channel. I am here to share with you my July, August scrapbook, homemade scrapbook kit. I'm a little bit behind this month just because I was working with the flavors of the month kit from the scrap room. I was honored. First of all, I was honored to be a guest designer, and then that turned into a 6-month gig. So I will be working with the flavors of the month kit for the next 6 months as part of the design team. So I'm super excited about that. Make sure that you check out my process videos that I created for the layouts that I made, 4 of the layouts that I made for that particular kit. And also make sure that you check through my blog, because I always share projects there that I might not have had time to create a process video for. And the link is always in the description below. So let's just dive into this homemade kit, shall we? Again, this is going to be for my July and August. However, I'm summered out. So this is going to be a more fall themed kit, which is, I'm a little bit kind of hesitant to do that because I feel like it's too early to welcome fall, but at the same time I'm like, I don't even scrap chronologically, so I'm sure I can find some kind of fall themed pictures to work with. But let's just dive into this kit. Like always, I put all my kits in an iris container. I know that the plastic iris container can still be purchased at Michael's. Not sure about the inserts. I've heard that you can purchase that on Amazon. So as always, I always start with an inspiration piece with my kit. And let me tell you, this kit is a little bit more chock full than I am used to. And the reason I say that is because there's just a lot more stuff that I pulled from my stash. However, I think that I will be able to incorporate most of that, if not all of it. Hopefully, anyways. So before I go on to all of my embellishments, let's start off with the paper, because that's always how I start these kits anyways. If you're ever interested in kind of seeing the other kits that I've been doing this for maybe 2-3 years already, and I have just been enjoying it because it helps me to find to love my supplies again. B, it doesn't make my scrapbooking boring, because every 2 months I kind of rotate my supplies, so I'm not using the same enamel dots, using the same tools over and over again. And then just B, it's just fun. So inspiration paper. So this is my inspiration paper right here. I always pick one that's multicolored, because then I know that whatever, if I pull like this color right here with this whole paper, that it will work well because the colors are already there. So this particular one has reds, have that kind of mustard orange, and then you have the light blue, you have the navy blue, you have the greens, different colors of hues of green there, which I really like. So that is the basis of this particular kit, and I always go with colors. That's kind of my thing. Not necessarily the theme or the even the design. It's just mostly colors, because I know that if you have a clash of colors in your page, it wouldn't work, even if they're the same theme. So that's why I always start with that. And then my papers, I pulled out a bunch of papers here. I pulled out this one from Echo Park, and this one has the reds and the yellows. It even has all these colors in this particular 3x4 paper, and this is a cut apart, so I can use a lot of this for maybe titles, maybe journaling, maybe even like matting my photos on there, or just maybe tucking it, layering. So that's one. And I haven't used one of these in a while, but I have a few of these 2x2. Is it 2x2? Yeah, I think so. 2x2 squares, and this one is from American Crafts, and it just has, some that have images, some that have words. I don't even have to use this as squares. I can punch this out as circles or other shapes. So I'm really excited to use this. I have a text paper here from Recollection. Just have a bunch of words that kind of has that typeset or typewriter feel to it. And then I have this paper. This one could be a good background paper. Let's just have kind of a chevron look. And then this one has arrows. Again, colors is what I'm more focused on. This one has that kind of lightish, let me see here, lightish blue right there. And so that's why I pulled it, and has that vintagey look too, which is kind of fun. And then arrows. Now this one, most of the colors here were pulled out from this particular paper. So you don't have to have just one single inspiration paper. You can have two if you want to. But I know that these colors also signify fall, you know, the browns and the more muted colors. So I like that one. This one is from SEI, and it's shimmery paper, but mostly kind of in a solid look. And I like this color actually. And then this one has the wood grain background with some leaves. Again, this is from Recollections. And then this one's from Jilly Bean. Now it has the browns and the red, I mean the orange and the reds on the flowers, but I really like it for this particular part. I think it'd be good for backgrounds. And then I have dots. I cannot not have dots and stripes, things like that in my kits because they're very generic. This one is a pretty old one from Die Cuts with a View, and then it just has this kind of mesh look on it, but it has that burnt orange that I like. And then this one is from a paper pack from Basic Gray. Now I like the gray in this, but there's also has this burnt orange on the other side. So this is a double-sided one that I can choose which side I want. And then this one is from a Recollections pack. It is a fall themed pack, so it was good to pull from here. And it just has a striped brown. This one again has some leaves, but this one has smaller leaves than my inspiration one, which I think would be good to cut as is. The inspiration one, I'm thinking I can hand cut those leaves and sprinkle them on a page. This one has the has kind of a gold leafing maybe look on there, but it has a lot of fall words on there, which was kind of fun. And this one's just a plaid, so that one's fun too. So as you can see, I got a lot of like kind of generic themed generic papers here, not very it doesn't have a lot of two distinct designs on there, which is good because I have no idea what kind of pages I'm going to create just yet. Now I also picked out some cardstocks. I normally just go with white. I don't pick this much cardstock, but you know, I'm just thinking, hey, why not? You know, it's in my stash. I went with a navy blue because I didn't have a lot of navy blues on my pattern paper. This one's actually double-sided, so it has this bright blue and then a navy blue on the other side. And then I picked two of the kind of light brown cardstock. This one's textured from Doodlebug. I also picked two because, you know, I make some double page layouts once in a while. This one is brown, and again, this one's Doodlebug, and this one is textured. And then I picked a the orange, burnt orange one, and then I picked a pink one. Now this one, I was looking if I should go with this red one or if I should go with a different one. And I went with the pink one just because, where was that? This one kind of has that pinkish tone to it too. And so I figured that that could work well with those. So those are my papers. Now we're going to go on to, let me just make sure that I put all these back in my kit so I don't, in my container so I don't lose them. Now we're going to go on to the stickers. So I pulled some very themed one as well. As you can see, this one doesn't have a lot left. So I am crossing my fingers that I can just use this all up. At least, you know, use them up, or if not use them all up, use them to a point that whatever is left that I am okay to throw away. So this one is from Cartabella. It's Fall Blessings. And then this one's fairly old one. This one's from Basic Gray. But what I like about it is the colors. It has that muted color that reminds me of fall. So, and then I have this other sticker right here. It has the reds and the beige, and it has also the blues. So hoping that I could use that. Now this one, I don't really care for the words, but I'm sure that I can cover that up with another strip of paper to change up the word on that and just use it as a label. And then I have the sticker sheet with some just dates or months, and you know, day and year that I can put that in there. So I'm hoping I can incorporate that. And then for letter stickers, the Cartabella one had some mini alphas included in this sheet, but I know that I'm going to need more. So I pulled out a red one, and I have 2 of these. So I'm hoping to use up, if not all of them, most of them. And that's one's from My Little Shoebox. They're not in business anymore. And then this one is the thickers, and I just like the color of it because it just brightens up. It's just brighter compared to the rest of the muted colors that I have. Now, as far as embellishments, I pulled out some more of the border stickers. I did this last month as well, or last kit, and I really enjoyed just using them all up. So I have a few that kind of renders it well with renders itself, sorry, with the colors that I pulled for the rest of my kit. Now I also have these that I've had for a long time. Don't know why I've been hoarding them, but I think this one's from Pebbles, but it just has a bunch of different fall themes, some animals too, and then just some cooking words there. Now, if my thought is if I can't use these, the ones with the words on a layout, I can make that as a focal point for cards. So I can use that as well. So, and it has the colors, the reds and the browns and whatnot. So that's what I plan on using. And then I also have just a few more of these words. Not sure if that's going to work, but we'll see. And then again, 2 more of these. I don't know if you can see it. It just says high hopes and kindness is free. I don't really have, I don't have a layout that I can use the exact words, but maybe I can like cut the high and then make a, part of that, use that as part of my title or kindness, whatever, right? And then use that. And then I have this sheet of just apple stickers from Pebbles, has the red. And then I also have this Happily Grateful big huge sticker from Die Cuts with a View. So I'm hoping to use that. I have washi here. I haven't used washi in a long time, and I was updating my little inventory book, and I thought, you know what, I have all these washi, why am I not using it? So I pulled out 4. There's this hello, white hello, a brown thin one, kind of burnt red, and then a green brown one. And then I have, for finishing touches, I pulled out 3 sequins. I have a white, and then a kind of yellowish, and then the green. The green wasn't showing up too much on my paper, so I'm hoping that by incorporating the green into my finishing touch that it will all blend together. And then I have these from Pebbles again. They're just wood shapes that have leaves on them, and so I thought, as you can see, I have never used them, so I'm hoping to use some of that here. And because I have those, the tool that I pulled for this kit, I always try to pull some tools for my kit so that I can play around with things that that's just been sitting in my scrap, and in my scrap room, and I am deciding to pull some mists. These are Heidi Swap ones, and they're the chartreuse, the pink rose, and the mustard. So I thought that they will work well with this particular kit as well, because these colors can also be seen on my inspiration paper. So I'm hoping to use that along with these wood shapes. And then for final share, I pulled out some doilies, because why not? It's been a while since I played with doilies, so I'm going to see if I can incorporate that. Like I said, well, I guess for some people this is not a big kit, but for me, I don't usually pull out this much items for my scrapbook kits, just because I get overwhelmed too. But there's a lot of the items in my kit that's just, I have like a little bit left, like maybe 4 stickers left there, 5 or whatnot, and so I'm hoping that I can use up all of those in these next 2 months. So if you like these videos, please give it a thumbs up. I usually do a kit share, a killer kit and a layout chair at the end of every 2 months. So make sure you check that out. I also try, that's the word here, try to make some process videos as I go along and use this kit. Sometimes I'm successful, sometimes I'm not. So just if you are interested in watching any more videos, make sure that you check out my link because I have a playlist for this. And if you have any questions, make sure that you leave it in the comment section below. And thank you so much for watching and for supporting, and I will catch you guys another day. Bye.